Sup everybody, it's your boy Little Willy YT here. Today we have an iPhone 6 and two iPhone 6s. We're going to be seeing if we can get them working. This is an iPhone 6, unknown storage capacity. I'm pretty sure something is blown, so it won't turn on, but I'm hoping to get that screen, because I have this. It's a 128 gigabyte iPhone 6s. That is iCloud unlocked, just covering it up because I had the passcode written down here. This is the screen that came with it, so, I mean, yeah. Anyways, let's begin with, we're gonna lay them all down, and then my eyes are closed. We're gonna lay them all down, and whichever one, like, here, we'll just play it, like, random. Okay, Okay, we're going to start with the 6S. Now, leave these on the side. What you're going to need are the Phillips screwdriver, pentalobe screwdriver. I'd like to have tweezers and a suction cup tool, a metal pry tool. I have a slightly more heavy-duty screwdriver in case the screws get stripped, and a flathead screwdriver for undoing some standoffs in case I need to swap out logic boards. Alright, jump cut. Okay, so you just saw me get the phone open. This thing has never been opened before, which is a absolute relief. But oh my god, it's a mess inside. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be like that bad. I was thinking like sure we'd see some corrosion, but overall she'd look fine, but like oh my god. It's so messy in there. It's unreal. Okay, we're gonna get the thing that we use to prop up all our screens whenever we're opening iPhones. We'll extend out our tripod a little bit so we can have a little more wiggle room. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Now, holy. Let me just dislodge the top. Alright, she's free. Holy, okay, first order of business. Unscrew these, because we gotta get the battery out. I don't know. I mean, I know the batteries, or I know this phone is beyond cooked. It's pretty badly water damaged. But I'll get you some close-ups in a sec. I'll take a couple of pictures, how about? And then I'll post them up with the video. Like, you'll see them after this. But, like, my god. Okay, so it's full of corrosion. I didn't think I'd need my isopropyl alcohol, but I genuinely actually want to try to get this phone to turn on. I don't have a solder kit yet. I'm getting one soon, but I don't have a soldering iron yet. So if any of these solder joints are, like, need to be reflowed, I can't do that at the moment. Okay, where is our little tool? Alright, there she is. Like, oh, there's actually rust. There's actually rust. Okay, we gotta keep all these screws intact. Can't let any of them go, like, missing. Oh, that's a relief. I almost lost one. Okay, well. Now to unclip the home button assembly. Camera. I shouldn't be careful because I know it's already fried. Display and digitizer, and the screen is free from the phone. It's a bit of glass. That's concerning. We didn't break the screen though, fortunately. Actually, quick before I show, I think I actually did. I don't know where I did. I'm gonna go through and look later, but I think I accidentally did crack the screen. It's pretty obvious. You can see it up here, but Yes. Okay, the videos. Or the photos. Okay, so as you can see from those photos, it's pretty messed. But you know what? We're not gonna dwell on that. We're gonna get some isopropyl alcohol. Be right back. Alright, so I'm using my AirPods as a mic now. Just so you can hear me as I talk, because I'm gonna be walking over to grab my isopropyl alcohol. Oh. That's a bit embarrassing. I think I cracked the screen. I'll have to go back and look through the photos. I was rushing this. I need to make a mental note to not rush. But anywho, let's get to unscrewing the cables on this and see if we can get this one to turn on. Okay, and I'm back. We've gotten the 6S open. We're just going to connect up the battery. Well, we're just going to make sure the battery is in the right orientation. I just don't want anyone to see the passcode, even though I did tape over it for the person that gave me this phone's privacy. I did get this 6S for free. It's a 128GB unit. I know that because I tested the screen. Oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to get a good phone out of this. Doesn't matter if it's cracked or not. If you look, you can very, very clearly see. Wait, come on, camera, focus. There's a lot of corrosion. So we're going to take the alcohol. Usually alcohol doesn't solve your problems, but when it comes to electronics, it really does. We're just going to clean the screen with the with a microfiber. Clean the connectors gently with a microfiber cloth. I'm starting to feel less bad that I might have accidentally cracked the screen, because at this point, if it's this bad, it doesn't matter, because this screen would have been fried anyway. No matter though, because I am ordering a I'm ordering an iPhone 6's screen tonight for another project I'm working on. Another 6S. So maybe I'll just steal that screen, then put her in here. But insert the home button cable first, because it is on the bottom. I am putting my hand over here. We're going to move these. Now, I'm really hoping this screen can be salvaged. I doubt it though, because like you saw how corroded the rest of the phone was. There is literally rust on the logic board. That phone can't be saved. I gotta just. There we go. All the screws are connected, and so is the battery. Okay, this is the moment of truth. Will the 6S, does this 6S screen work? And I'm not getting anything. Perhaps the battery is dead. We will unhook the battery, and it should be in a boot loop. If everything would work properly, it'd be in a boot loop, but it's not going to be in a boot loop because, well, this screen is as dead as a doorknob. We ain't getting nothing out this screen. Darn, that's a shame. Oh well though. Perhaps we'll be able to get something out of one of the 6's. Hopefully we can get something out of one of the 6's. I'm really hoping we can. Okay, time to seal back up this 6S, and see you later. Okay, and we're back. So just to recap, the iPhone 6s was beyond rusted, and I couldn't for the life of me get the screen to work. Because if you just look right here, you'll see like that is all corrosion. And there's bits of rust as well. Like you can see my dirty fingernail, but you can also see much corrosion throughout the foam, throughout the upper half. Part of me thinks the crack was always there, and that's how the water got in so easily, because the iPhone 6s are reinforced, or the 6s's are reinforced with waterproofing seals. They aren't rated for anything, but like, it's there to help keep dust and water out of the cell phones. The iPhone 6, on the other hand, doesn't have that. So getting the iPhone 6s open will take a lot less time and a lot less effort than getting the iPhone 6s open. The 6s will be a much easier task. So we're gonna start with eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one. We'll start with gold. We're gonna open this guy up. We're gonna see what she looks like inside. We have this battery here. It's a replacement battery. It's a nice fresh battery. We're gonna put it inside a ear, give her a charge, see if she powers on. Then I know this one powers on, but the screen is kind of messed. The digitizer does respond to the touch though, so I can navigate through the phone. 32GB model, running iOS 12.1, so it can be jailbroken. At the time of recording this, the 12.4.3 jailbreak hasn't fully released yet. So I can jailbreak this phone if I wanted to. I don't think I will. I think I might keep it on vanilla iOS 11, vanilla iOS 12, as I think it'd just be all around a better thing to do. But yeah, the phone power's on. I'm just gonna... Oh, and she died. Yeah, this battery needs to be replaced. Alright, jump cut. Okay, just a quick side note. While I was retrieving one of the screws, because it fell into the phone. While I was retrieving one of the screws, I decided I'd just pluck out the screen. But I guess the screen was fond of the or the phone was very fond of the home button flex cable, because when I pulled out the screen, the entire home button came with it, or the entire home button assembly. It doesn't matter that much though, because this, the home button actually has a crack on it. I've never seen an iPhone with a cracked home button, but this one does have a cracked home button. You can barely see it right there. This home button is indeed cracked. So Touch ID probably wouldn't have worked even if I would have been able to successfully retrieve that cable. So, yeah. Alright, well, now that this 6 is unhinged and it is free to do whatever it wants, we will proceed to take apart this one. Now, unlike the other phones I've been working with, I just want to make sure the phone is off. All of the phones that I have here are dead. Except for this one. This is the only phone I have out of the 3 that actually turned on. Let's actually start up by giving it a clean, because the back is pretty filthy. That's pretty gross. But, like, this is the only phone I got that could turn on, and it doesn't have Find My iPhone enabled. So this is the only iPhone I have. I have hope that I can get this one to work, and then I can make my money back from it. Because I paid about $60 US for all of this. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure on my conversion rates. 70 Canadian, 60 US. But anyways, enough yammering and cleaning the phone. I will say though, the housing is very nice and free of scratches, and there is no bend. There's a very minor banana bend, which I can just, there, fixed. Alright, let's go. Okay, just a quick in between. We had a stripped screw. This one wouldn't come out. I managed to get it out, but let's just get back to the time lapse. Alright, here we go. So, I don't know. This phone is giving me some red flags. Well, red flags and green flags. Green in the sense as this is the only iPhone I've gotten to turn on out of the 3, but more red flags because this screen is not official. This is a third-party screen. And I can tell when like things have been mishmashed inside of a phone. I can tell this is a replacement screen, first of all, because unlike official Apple screens, this one is a, that one is not official. Unlike official Apple screens that have foam over them, like this 6 screen right here, like these connectors have foam over them. I peeled the foam back off of this one. This one has no foam, so I can tell right away this is not a real screen. That's not a big deal, though. I've seen good non-official Apple screens, so I'm not going to whine about that. But what I will complain about is how I noticed whoever was inside this iPhone before me was, not only did they strip the screw, so they stripped out one of the screws, but they forgot to unplug the battery. I could tell the battery hadn't been unplugged. And if you don't unplug the battery, you run the risk of completely frying the video controller, which is located right here above the GPU and CPU of the phone. Basically, for non-techies, if you don't unplug the battery, it fries the phone, short circuits the phone. And whoever repaired this phone didn't unplug the battery. And they stripped one of the screws. So, yeah. If you ever need a phone repaired, go to me. I'll link my Facebook down in the description so you can contact me. Unlike this 6S screen, which I think might have been, I don't know if it was cracked before. I won't do that to your phone. That's not what I do. That was a one-off thing. I wasn't being careful. But anyways, analyzing the screen a little more, it looks like whoever went ahead and fixed it, they did a good job reseating the display bracket. Like this bit here is a metal plate. It's to help when your screen gets if your screen gets cracked, like if your screen ends up looking like this, this metal bracket here helps the phone to not get penetrated, not penetrate the logic board and mess the phone up more. It's a safety precaution. Earpiece speaker looks installed properly. There's a little red R, probably for red flags, because this screen was giving me multiple this phone was giving me multiple when I first got into it. Now, for the battery, I'm gonna do the battery with you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys about doing doing battery replacements. They're a pain in the ass. There goes my monetization, but yeah, they're a big pain. Really, it's just like the worst thing you could do on an iPhone. They're tricky. They're very tricky to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh, that isn't good. There goes the screen. Clumsy me. Oh well, I document everything. I messed up. But I am upfront and honest about messing up. There we go. This was being stubborn. I didn't want to come out. I don't think that's going to mess the screen up. We're going to leave the screen right here, though, so it can't get hurt anymore. Okay. Now, this battery on battery health read at 88%. But from what I've experienced and what I've seen online, that's really not an accurate way to determine. I've watched some Hugh Jeffries videos. One where he repairs an iPhone 8, product red, or no, it was a space gray iPhone 8, and the battery health read at 94%. Basically, the closer to 100, the better. But the battery read at 94%, but it lasted about, I'd say, 10 minutes, is what he said. I'll link his channel down below. He's really nice. I've talked to him a couple times. He seems very nice. He definitely does repair iPhones better than I do. But I learned how through him. And out pops the battery. We don't have any spare adhesive strips, so we're just gonna make do with some regular old double-sided tape. Take out our replacement battery, if we can find it. It's a, where is it? There it is. I can tell this is a replacement battery because, unlike the official one, not only is it missing a couple of the FCC labels, but it's missing the metal foam bit. And on the back, there's some Sharpie that says 6 new charged. So I'm not sure, but let's plug it in. We're just gonna give it a test run now. We're not going to screw anything back in for now. Okay, firing it up. Hoping I didn't break the screen. Appears to be dead. That's understandable though. I don't know if this battery has any charge cycles on it. I don't know how charged this battery is. This battery could literally be stone dead for all I know. Wait. There's the charging sign. So the screen still appears to be quite messed. I don't know who replaced this screen, but it's very obviously not of good quality. It just doesn't feel right either. It feels very cheap. They usually don't make noises like that. But for now, while this charges, we're gonna do a time lapse. I'm gonna clean up all this. We're gonna screw it back in all these bits and bobs, because I think this 6 is my main focus right now. I want to see if I can get this thing looking as good as humanly possible. All right, time lapse. Hey guys. Okay, so because this phone is taking a little bit too long to power or to charge, taking longer than I'd like for it to. As you can see, it's still charging. But anywho, this is a perfect time for me to plug. If you ever need a new screen put on any iPhone, new battery put on an iPhone, iPad, iPod, anything Apple, as long as it has that little Apple logo on the back, then you're golden. For the extremely low prices, lowest like you could find anywhere in Canada, I can get you hooked up. Little Willy Phones on Instagram. I usually reply on Instagram within the hour. Same goes with Facebook. Little Willy Rolo. Little Willy Phones on Instagram. Underscores instead of spaces. No spaces on the Facebook. Just contact me on Messenger on here, and then just DM me here. And I'll reply to you, and we can get hooked up with any iPhones you need repaired. I have a Christmas deal going on, so everything in my store that needs to be repaired is for the low price of about 60% off. I'm doing for everything in my store that needs to be fixed. if you ever need a phone fixed. And when time comes to sell these phones, like these two, because that 6S is totally fried, I'll be able to hook you up for extremely low prices on these iPhones. Like, for example, if you wanted a screen fixed on an iPhone 6, other places would charge you upwards of $100, but I only charge $50 for the iPhone 6's screen replacement, $45 for the battery, $15 to get the buttons fixed. I charge $10 for the home button, $25 for the charger, $15 for the camera. All of it is at an extremely low and convenient price. So if you ever break an iPhone and you need it fixed quick, you need it fixed reliably, and you need it fixed right, then come straight to me. I order parts straight from Apple's, like out from the boot of Apple's factories. So you're not getting no cheap third-party screens. You're getting the best of the best quality for the lowest prices. It's a deal that you can't pass up. So what are you waiting for? Okay, I'm plugging for too much. I'm gonna go. When I come back, this phone will be on. So I'm just gonna go compile all this stuff on Movie Maker. See you later. Alright, ladies and gents, we have some bad news. My tripod broke. How am I gonna manage? I don't know how I'll be able to do this now. Bear with me. Okay, so some of you might be thinking, is this an anticlimactic finish? Definitely. Absolutely. This is probably the worst ending to any iPhone repair ever. Not only did one of the phones not work, but my tripod broke, so I couldn't show you me putting the phone back together. But long story short, the phone works great. Everything on the phone works as it should. The screen is even letting up kind of on the pixelation. So this phone is a win. I could be able to sell this thing for close to $100. I will post on my Instagram, Little Willie Phones, if you want to see that. Remember, link down below to Hugh Jeffrey's YouTube channel and to my Facebook and Instagram. This has been a Little Willie YT video, and I hope to see you guys later when I fix the gold iPhone 6.